proceed in meeting at subsection 7. Subsection 7. Is this gonna be a big revelation? Is it gonna be my parents? Somebody? Warning, A-level clearance required.
WC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets.
You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on.
Damn. Even my companions can't come.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is the one human. Like, I feel like this is a twist I've seen before in, like, Generator Rex. Like, the one clean human ever, so... Or they're such a germaphobe that they've completely sealed themselves off from society. And so it's like they never want to be released to normal air or normal everything. All their food, water, and everything is purified. So I'm guessing this is the president of... whatever.
President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've
Oh,
managed.
is this the guy that's
But
her
now you
father?
face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get, which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
I'd say you're someone pretty important or dangerous. A guy who can afford a place view clearly. Nope, I don't.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
My god, the UC has been lying to us all this time. I don't know if that's supposed to be sarcastic or what, but that's actually pretty funny.
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the colony war. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor, and considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
So, what you do?
To warrant my execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed.
Definitely one of the chattier ghosts I met, except about what you actually want. My god, the UC ability.
Captain, please. There are no clean hands in galactic politics. We all do what we must to keep ourselves safe. Which, right now, means finding a way to protect the United Colonies and beyond from additional Terramorph attacks. An effort you and my progeny Hadrian have already made impressive progress on. And I I'd like to help. Though I am curious. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
She's told me she's your clone. Yes, kind of stretch to call. Is your business, not mine. She told me she's a clone. Yes.
Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Adrian and I are doing this on our own. Not every day you get a chance to work with a man in a fish tank. Keep talking. Can you tell me about the cloning? I'm kind of interested in cloning.
It was an attempt by United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They
By
were
using
raised
old
by
ones.
adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the colony war came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the colony war. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Not sure I like the sound of this. Just spit out, what is it? You track down workers. People like you? How's that work exactly?
Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right.
Not sure I like the sound of this. Alright, just spit out what you want.
Gladly. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Jesus Christ. It's like, man, this is so convoluted. So it means if I were to reject him and say, no, me and Hadrian will do it, then I'm guessing we'll probably a longer way to find those, like, ex-workers or ex-colleagues of Hadrian. But if we do this guy, then I guess we get to the workers and people a lot quicker, but we have to do this assassination job. It's like, goddamn, can't you just make this simple? How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man?
Was that all?
Why not hand this over to one of the members of the recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
If he's still making, like, deals with people, that means he's not gone feral. He's going to the highest bidder. He's still using a ship. I'm not killing anyone, but if he's actually is, but I'll consider him.
If that's what you require to sleep at night, so be it. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf System. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Interesting. Alright. Why'd they close it on my face? What's in here? Advanced. Keep closing it! I don't know if it's him doing it or someone else. Also, she's not even in.
You may proceed to the exit.
I think she was sneaking. I think she heard all of that. Nat Station, Cabinet, Interstellar Conveyors. Let me talk to what's her name.
Excuse me?
These are such a gift. Oh, your
Captain,
enemies might disagree.
Did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
There's an in your basement. I don't. Some old guy living in your base.
Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Do I make myself clear?
At least should be told about this. You can't keep me from telling Hadrian. Why hasn't Hadrian been told about this?
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
Can't keep me from telling Hadrian.
Short of jailing you? No, you're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big mistake to tell her. Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss his daughter.
Prisoner asked me to deal with. I figured you and I should discuss it. Going to be a hitman. First target, rush.
We're not big on extrajudicial killings. But bringing Orlace to justice? That man's been on the run for a long time. Catching him would be a major success for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team members.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
supposed to head to the den. Anything you can tell me about it?
The Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out.
Being lured into a trap.
And I'll
Anything
bid you
else?
good day, Captain.
We good, we good.
Howdy.
Howdy. Howdy. The captain. Let's see. So where do I even gotta go? I don't even know. Nat station. I guess before all that, I'm just going to go down to this place and sell my good shits. God, this place was attacked and people... Wait, are the dead bodies still here? No, I don't see the dead bodies. I guess they cleaned up the dead bodies. I think I can sell stuff here, right?
Happy to make a deal. You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. All that stuff.
See what you've got.
Absolutely. Watch your back out there.
I have something I wanted to say. But I confess
Man,
I
I
am
wasn't...
afraid of how you will react.
It's bad if you shouldn't say anything. Nothing would change my opinion, yeah. You can count on me. I'd rather talk about this later. Nothing will change my opinion on
I
you.
am reluctant to put that to the test. But it is necessary that we are honest with each other. I know that you said you prefer to be surrounded by others, unlike me. But Constellation means something to us both. And I must be honest about why. The little I have spoken of my history has been nothing but truth. I worked with smugglers. I have caused my share of pain and suffering. What I have left out, until now, is that all of that was done on behalf of House Varun. My people. My family.
Anything else? I think it was just a joke. I thought House Varun had vanished. Explain to me how this makes any sense.
I will do my best. I was born in the great city of Dazra, and raised with the teachings of Jinan Varun. I underwent the rite of Krejar when I came of age. I am of the promised, those who know the truth of the Great Serpent and his inevitable return.
That sounds really impressive. Can't believe you didn't tell me this. Hope this isn't one of now kill yourself scenarios. I don't care about your
I
pets.
appreciate that. But it is still important that you know. Several years ago, I intercepted requests from Constellation to access Varun's space, speaking only of exploration. I was sent to infiltrate Constellation, posing as a former smuggler looking for a new purpose in life.
That makes you an undercover agent. I've always wanted to meet a spy.
I am pleased to have fulfilled that wish for you, I suppose. But certainly not everyone shares that view. Several weeks after I arrived, I attempted to access secure records within Constellation's archives. Vladimir and Sarah were waiting for me.
They didn't trust you. Seemed like a good call on their part. They must have been. They weren't as gullible as you hoped.
That is not how I saw them. I was horrified. My failure would be reported to the High Council, and the penalty would be severe.
So you're actually a double. I'm guessing you haven't told this to anyone. What information what you sent to the house for Rune?
The history of Constellation, where expeditions are sent, data on star systems House Barun has not explored, some information on their members and goals. As you have seen, there is relatively little that would be considered classified.
So you haven't told this to anyone else?
You are now the third person within Constellation to know. You and I have spent so much time together. It has been increasingly difficult to keep this from you. And I am sorry for that. Telling you this violates so many of the orders I was given. But it was the right thing to do. I can feel that.
It's a lot to absorb. That's hard. You're still Andrea, as far as I'm concerned. You didn't trust any of this. That's hard to accept. You're still Andrea, just as I'm concerned.
You have no idea what a relief that is. Thank you for trusting me.
Alright. Now that I wooed her,
I think daylight's over.
I need my stuff.
Is something amiss?
Surprisingly, I still can run. Hooray. So let's go to the Trade Authority and hopefully we can sell some stuff.
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers. They're like
If there's something you need, no matter. Of course, of course.
taking whatever's
Pleasure
not
dealing
nailed
with you.
down.
Alright. Sold a lot. Made a lot. Let's see. Fiscal quarter. Damn, I think I should have probably sold that. Whatever. Let's see. I want to see this new weapon. Damn! This weapon looks pretty badass. Alright, now let's talk to Commander or Captain, whatever. Marquez. Nobody's saying shit about my powers. Is it all the way in space? Damn. We could just went to space. Set course? No, it's all the way over there. I was wondering where we were supposed to go. Let me see about doing this one. So where is this? Oh, it's over here.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
Doom, doom, doom. Hello. I'm here to speak to the prisoner.
Favors for Agent Plato. A man like that? Yep.
That your ship that landed not too long ago? Sure is something.
Hold on. I gotta take some medicine so I get better at persuasion. Red wine. There we go. Exactly what I need.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I know you've talked to Keeper. That is the single loneliest statement I've ever heard.
Jokes. You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
You must understand. The Great Serpent is with House Varun, always. Thus one can never be lonely.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
Interesting. Spoke of a program. I need to know more about him. I admire your conviction. Seems like a poor answer to the universe's problems. Spoke of a program. I need to know more about him.
The Keeper has been to see you. Perhaps he has mentioned it?
Yes, I have spoken to your Keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
There must be more to your god than just killing. I need to know the meaning of unity.
I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
There must be more to your god than just
Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
Alright, well, let's go to the last place we gotta go. Damn it. Do we have to go back down? Back to the well? Man, I skipped that.
Alongside you is never dull. I do find that statue pleasing. I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if it matched the design as they worked on it.
Damn, she just keeps talking. Alright, who's here? The House of Enlightenment. Why are they all the way down in the well? Not very enlightened and not a very lavish life.
We run a number of social
They're in a storage area.
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
I'm looking for something called unity, and not some vague concept of the word.
Did Keeper Aquilus send you? Oh boy.
This is not a new concept, it seems.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Alright, let's hear it. You've talked about this with Keeper Aquilus before?
Yeah, I mean, he's always going on about trying to bring people of all beliefs together. Really wants there to be some shared story or origin. Look, I like the Keeper, but belief is the problem, okay? We don't need a shared narrative or theology. We need to help each other in practical terms.
you're going to recite meeting notes to me, I want coffee and donuts.
We might actually have some, but anyway. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that.
Maybe there's a hidden message to what it's saying. I also hate the number 2 with a fiery passion. I also hate number 2.
That's what you got out of that, huh? Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
I don't feel any closer to answers I wanted. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Alright. Well, didn't really get much from all of that. Imagine if I was spamming my powers, the Starborn would try to attack me. Journalistic integrity. Yep. Alright. Let's go find this guy.
Good news.
We're almost there. We made it back to the church. Alright. Now let's put all the pieces together.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
Use the words second and two. Said John fought 4 times over 400. Use that must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? What else did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum, that's the name of the star system. Planet naming Dum Dum. Do you think?
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
Only total convictions will bring us to truth. We are being tested. There's something sacred out there. It's just a word you take to finding out, not pray. There's something sacred out there, bringing everything together. Only total that will bring us. I'd say the top one, probably.
Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified?
So gravity is no, it's just a natural force. Unity is something greater. Doesn't Sanctum have grav pilgrims?
Yes and no. We believe God is out there waiting for us in the universe, and that the grav jump will bring us closer. But is gravity itself an article of faith? What do you think?
No, it's just natural force. The unity is something greater.
It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we insist that it is also everywhere. So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim searched for?
Could it be that somehow natural forces like gravity are a side effect or a function of something greater?
Okay, she's thinking religious now again. We gotta take her out of this side.
Well, I won't
main
keep
mission.
you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Isn't this like the greatest religious discovery of probably his religion, all the other religions? And he's just gonna be like, this is fun. Now I'm just gonna keep doing what my church wants me to do instead of actually like going and dealing with this. Let's see. I can jump to that. Let's see. Where hope is built. Let me.
The smell of lumber, crops, and chunks? Yes, that is chunks.
Alright, well, I teleport over here just so I can do this mission to set my course for the next mission. I want to go a little forward on these missions since I did a lot for the UC mission and I also did a lot for the Constellation mission. God, there wasn't much combat. There was just a lot of talking for these missions that we were on, what's it called? New Atlantis. Like, Jesus Christ, all that talking. At least there was a tiny bit of battle from fighting the robots. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying Starfield. If you guys are, please make sure to follow me on all my social medias, like my Twitter, my Twitch, my YouTube, my D-Live, my TikTok, my Kick, Rumble, Odyssey, and Dailymotion. Make sure to check out my second YouTube channel and like and comment on all my videos. And even join my Discord. There you can stay up to date with everything I choose to do, whether my streams, videos, or anything else I choose to do. But yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Bye.